comes from. He wants the Jewish people to follow the Torah, and he wants the non-Jewish people to follow the 7 commandments of Noah. If everyone will do their job, the world will be healthy. That's the objective.
How acceptant of others is, there is the Jewish religion. And how acceptance within Judaism is there for non-Judaism or non-Jews in general? What is the acceptance in the Torah?
Okay, you have a big question, but let's take it in 2 parts. Number one, we are supposed to love every person in the world as long as he's doing good. Now, if a person's doing evil, we're not supposed to respect him. We're supposed to help him change from that if we can. But we're not supposed to love him just because, and if he's doing evil, just because we're supposed to love people. Okay? Now, the Jew we treat like a Jew, and the non-Jew like a non-Jew, both with respect and love. But the non-Jew has his portion, and the Jew has his portion. We don't want the Jew to become non-Jewish. We want the non-Jew to be a good non-Jew. He'll become a saint, a tzaddik, if we'll help him and show him what he's supposed to do. That's our job. The whole world is like one body. We have a heart, we have kidneys, we have teeth. Every organ has to do its own function for the body to be healthy. Understand? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now, if a person is born Jewish, then the person has this share. If a person is not born Jewish, the person has this share. They don't want to switch and become each other. They want to become the best possible you. Everyone has to follow 7 rules. The first one is no idolatry. Let me explain to you. What do they teach you in Italy? Is God, can you understand my English? Uh-huh. Is God in the heart of the devil?
Yeah.
Did you see in there?
Yeah.
Do you think God's inside the devil?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Yes, a little bit. Yeah.
Is God everywhere?
Yeah. Is God everywhere?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes. That's right. You're smart guys. You understand God is everywhere.
Yes.
God is infinite. You know what infinite means?
Eternity, forever.
Forever. Not more than forever. Everywhere. At all times. That's the only one you worship. If you worship anything less than that, that's an idol. So that man, that statue, that power, that moon, all that's limited. You want to worship the one God who's unlimited, all right? Is God in the heart of the devil?
Is God in the heart of the devil? That's a good question.
What's the answer?
I'd have to say no, but...
That's what your religion teaches you.
Yes.
But if that's true and God's not in the heart of the devil, then God's limited.
Right.
But God's not limited, is he?
No.
He's everywhere.
Right.
Is this a trick question?
No, not trick at all.
No trick at all? No.
You have a limited God because he stops at the devil. But the God of this place, this is what you came to learn, is everywhere.
Thank you. That is good.
God is infinite, omnipresent. Now let me ask you a question. In Norfolk, Virginia, they have a book they call a Bible.
Yes.
And they said a man was crucified, they buried him. You remember that story?
Yes.
They came back 3 days later, the 4th day. Was he in the grave?
No.
You sure he was not in the grave?
According to my faith, no, he wasn't.
Not in the grave.
Not in the grave.
And according to your faith, he's not everywhere. Don't worship him.
All right.
Worship the one God who's everywhere.
Okay.
And God will bless you.
All right.
Worship the one God who is everywhere.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Have a good life.
That's very good. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Where's God?
Where is God? Everywhere.
Good. Get out of here. Remember, only worship the God who's everywhere.
I always believed so.
You got it, Billy. You got it. You did a good job.
Okay.
You got it?
I got it.
The one God who's everywhere.
All right. God is everywhere.
Take him with you when you go.
I will do. Thank you very much,
You're
Gil.
welcome, Charles.
Nice meeting you.